Thanks for joining us at Talking Points at ISE 2026. I'm joined by Jane from Blue Touch Paper. Welcome, Jane.
Thank you, Paul.
We're here to talk about product refresh cycles. Do you view them as changing? Are we sweating the asset longer, or are they staying the same?
Well, I'm not a systems integrator nor a reseller and never really have been, but what I can tell you, the research that we're doing with our channel pulse survey, because we talk to hundreds of our channel partners every quarter, we're getting a message to say that I'm probably going to give you two answers here. One is the refresh cycle's getting longer because the products are lasting longer and they're working. Okay. Kind of good is good enough. Yeah. And then I can tell you something else, that the product cycle, refresh cycle, is getting shorter because new features are coming into platforms such as Teams and Zoom that mean when you've got AI looking and listening for sound, the microphone quality's got to be better than it has been before. The audio quality, the speaker quality's got to be better, and we've got to have a really good compute in the room, the brains in the room that Microsoft would call it, to run the AI features such as Copilot or the Google Assistants that can actually pick up what people are saying, transcribe it, and then create a set of meeting actions from it. So I think the refresh cycle, I think you could probably go both ways.
Interesting you mentioned research, because so little of it in the AV world, right? It's great to have people like yourselves bringing that forward, because a lot of this is purely anecdotal, right? But I mean, I'm hearing they are going longer. Are you finding if the refresh cycles are being extended, it's down to, like government, schools, public sector kind of things that where the strings are always relatively pulled tight, but when the finances are hard, they're pulled even tighter. Does it differ sector to sector? Is the corporate market still sending, or are they sweating assets longer as well?
I'm going to give you two answers again, sorry.
That's fine. Two's better than one.
It really just depends where the funds are coming from. Right. If the funds are coming from a predefined budget that's been, set at the beginning of the year, yes, I think there's constrictions that are coming into place there. I'm going to mention the AI. I'm sure you've not talked AI much at all this week. I'm going to mention the AI word because the AI strategy elevates the conversation to in a different area. It's no longer just about the meeting room or the meeting space or the digital signage around. It actually then it starts into a business transformation conversation. Yeah. And as soon as you enter into a business transformation conversation, it doesn't matter to an extent on what the asset is. Yeah. How long it's been there, how is it going to do the job? Is it going to deliver the outcome that the business needs to deliver what is not futuristic any longer, but we're in a once in a generational shift in everything we do here, because it's all about incorporating the new way of working, which is with a red thread of AI.
I mean, you said at the start you think products are lasting longer maybe than they did 10 years ago or 20 years ago, something like that. Do you think that's something that is helping the industry? Because obviously people have sales targets, right? And although no one would ever admit it, it's quite helpful if you're buying a new flat panel display every 3 years rather than every 4 years or 5 years. It's a tricky one, isn't it? Because people's livelihoods depend on sales, and if things are lasting longer, there's less sales.
Yeah, it is a tricky one, and again, I'll come from what our research is telling us is that the channel wants to change the way that they deliver the devices. Okay. We asked the question in a recent survey is, what's your go-to-market? And there was three options. Are you product-led? Are you solution-led? Are you outcome first? Oh, okay. And really great answer was, outcome first. And if you had a box to check, that would be the box you checked. But then the transcript tells us a different story, because then it says, we'd really like to be outcome first. Yeah. Actually, because we've come from years and years of selling devices, and that's what we've all done, we've still kind of product first, and we kind of lead with the solution. We want to drive more towards an outcome first, which means we're not selling boxes anymore. Sure. We're actually selling as a service, we're selling more services, we're selling more management and solutions. And actually one thing that we are hearing is less about refresh cycles and more about how to enable customers to get better use out of their devices through analytics and data and management.
Yeah. That's a really great point. I think also you made the point about service, right? It's if we are selling less things because the things are being made to last longer, that affects manufacturer, it affects the distributor, it affects the integrator.
Yes.
Right? So actually, does that push us towards, I know integrators have moved towards that service model for years, but does this even push them even further towards that model? Because you want that recurring monthly revenue, right?
Absolutely right. And I think, again, from what we're hearing, and we did a little presentation on it recently, we think that partners are saying to us they've got three options. They pivot their business to pivot to the new world. Yeah. They pass on the opportunity and say, you know what, we're just going to double down on what we're really good at. It might be high impact spaces, it might be digital signage or whatever it is. Or, we'll pass on, we'll just go. We're not going to exist anymore. Yeah. It's pivot, partner or pass, and partner is the third option where, okay, we don't do that. And to create that specialism to deliver as a service or more service and more software based, we'll partner with somebody who can do that with us.
Yeah. Jane, it was great to spend time with you and pick your brains. Thanks for your time.
You're very welcome. Thank you.